Yeah, we on there?
Yep.
Okay. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is season one, episode two of Gotham, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am James Butler. I'm recently reading the Batman comics, trying to catch up with the story. This is my co-host, Cecil. Say what's up, Cecil.
Hello. Hello.
And we're gonna do a review on the second episode of Gotham. Let's see here. I'm trying to get the notes up so I can get people's names right. but but basically how we're gonna do this is we're gonna say our own opinion, the good things about Gotham and the bad things about Gotham. At the end of the video, we're gonna do a rating of the episode. So let's see. Well, the good parts to me was the Penguin. Like when they started out with the Penguin, that dude can act. Okay, he is Penguin. When he picked that role for him, I mean, I
So,
was yes,
I like him. I do. I like him. He's good. He's good. He's one of the highlights of the show.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
I
is. He's one of the highlights.
I just wish they did more with him. With the To me, I wish there was a whole episode just the Penguin. I know a lot of people gonna disagree with me about this, but I want the whole episode to be about Penguin. I want to know more about Penguin.
Yeah. I don't know if I can't imagine people disagreeing with you on that because I mean yeah he is the highlight of the show and yeah I mean there's only been 2 episodes so
Right.
we have time to get some episodes about everybody. Like this one was entitled Selena Kyle. It was about Selena Kyle. It wasn't necessarily about the Penguin, but they did advance his story just a little bit. They didn't really he killed some people, so we got to see his ruthless side a little bit more, which is I guess a complete dichotomy to what we learned about him last week, which was generally that he is laughed at by people and picked on by people, and people bully him,
Right.
and he got a chance to kind of vicariously remedy himself with that in this episode. So yeah, I did like the Penguin. I like the way that they kind of advanced the story. Like I said, I think for me, he was probably the highlight of the episode. Unfortunately, didn't really care much for Selena Kyle's, that whole arc that she had through this episode. I didn't really like it very much. I don't know. I really could have gone without it, and then they wait till the very end of the episode to say, "Hey, I have something to tell you."
Right.
So I don't know. It just kind of frustrated me, to be honest.
I mean, I liked her. I really did, because it give her a mystery about her. The way they wrote the episode. So I guess she's gonna have a bigger part as the storyline goes along, which I thought was a great thing. But the bad thing is about the episode, it was kind of boring to
Did you
me.
think so?
Yeah, it was kind of boring. After they did the Penguin, the little snippet of the Penguin and Catwoman, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the rest of it was like okay, come. Like, I was expecting more. I don't know what I was expecting, but that episode wasn't it. Okay, so
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason I wanted to see her. She's that young, and she's like this street tough without a mother.
right,
To see a little bit more of, why is she wearing those goggles on her head?
right.
What?
Well,
Why is it
that's
that she's homeless, but her hair is feathered to the gods?
right.
Why? Is she, when did she learn how to flip? Tell
Right.
me. Tell me
True.
those.
Like all the rest of the kids look dirty and like they living on the street, and she got makeup on with coiffed hair. And
Right. Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We got the chance to see her violent side. We got the chance to see her scratch somebody's eyes out.
That was
Um,
funny. That was
I don't
funny.
know. I don't know. Well, maybe I just wasn't paying a lot of attention. But does she have long nails, or does she use something else to do it? How she identifies with this cat. She wants people to call her cat. She likes to feed the cat. She got a pet cat. She steals food for
Right.
her cat. She does all this other stuff.
Right.
Um, but where did
Yeah.
that come from? Or
Oh my God.
if the name of the episode is Selena Kyle, give me more about Selena Kyle.
Right. And that's another thing. They're making it so obvious. Oh, just
Really.
call me Cat. Just call me like you said, just call me Cat.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we get it. She's gonna be the future Catwoman.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to keep throwing it in our face every second you can.
I think that kind of alludes to one of my biggest problems with the show because so far, every villain that we know is going to end. Everybody who we know is going to end up being a villain, or everybody who we know is going to end up being a hero. They've had these just really obvious cues, to who they're going to be.
Right.
You walk like a penguin. Hey, that must be the penguin.
Right.
You want to call yourself Cat? Oh, that must be Catwoman.
Right.
And so I don't know. It's so transparent and it's so obvious right now, and I'm looking for more, but
Okay.
I'm willing to give it a season. We'll see what happens.
I think, in my opinion, about that is a lot of people are not comic readers, like Jose, for example.
Yeah,
And
meaning that Jose is a comic reader.
right. And they're trying to tell that people who are not comic readers and just watch the movies or the cartoon or so, that these are the characters.
Yeah, I disagree with that wholeheartedly because I don't read the comics at all.
Right.
Period. I think I'm just reading my first Batman comic a few months ago, and that's it. But they've been a part of the lore since the 50s. Everybody knows who these characters are already, so they don't have to. They don't have to glide people in. They don't have to. They don't have to introduce these people softly. They don't have to do that. They don't have to be so transparent. They don't have to be so obvious. We know that this girl perched on the roof is Catwoman. We know that. The commercials told us that. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. No. I don't think that they're doing it for the non-Batman audience at all, because the non-Batman audience isn't watching this.
Right.
So no, I don't think that's it. They're kind of treating us like we're stupid now. It's kind of getting on my nerves.
Right.
I'm,
Like I
I'm
want,
yeah,
yeah, I want, like I said, I want to figure it out on my own what the character is because he's like, oh, since you told me, ain't no reason. It'd take the interest out the show.
Yeah, I agree. There isn't one character other than maybe that lesbian lady who isn't obvious, who I don't know is going to be something. I would really like for, maybe the janitor to end up being, going back to acting school and end up being Clayface. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't make it so obvious. Don't make it so obvious.
Right.
But they are, I don't know. They are
like Poison Ivy. She gonna work in a garden house or something.
Oh my God. I'm spraying these plants as a 9-year-old because I'm so obsessed with plants. I wonder who I'm gonna be.
Right. Like, come on. That's a big problem for everybody. Like, stop. Just make us work for it. Stop punching it in our face every second you get. These are the characters. Like, we get it already.
Yeah, they're really phoning it in. But I mean, there are things about it that I do like. I like the allusions to Arkham Asylum. I do like that. And it sounds like maybe when that opens, I don't know if that's going to be the end of season 1, season 2. I don't know what's going on, but that's going to be a factor. It sounds like sometime soon because the Waynes are going to fund that, or they were attempting to fund that at one time before they died. So after 15 years, that's going to be open. So I like that. Going back to the Penguin, I did like his art. I thought that those little snippets of him were nice. I'm seeing that Gordon is, I guess, making attempts to not necessarily change who he is, but adapt who he is to fit in what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? He's letting Bullock hit people in the face, in front of him to get for the greater good. I like that. I'm loving Alfred. Alfred's probably my favorite character other than the Penguin so far in the thing.
Right.
So I love that. But and this is the last thing that I'm gonna say about it. The fish movie, Jada Pinkett is horrible. She's horrible, and people are just loving her, and I just don't get it. She is horrible in this show, and she's making every time she opens her mouth and she says something, she's really making me cringe. I don't like it. And Jada, I want you to stop over enunciating these words. I want you to, I don't know. I want her to act, and I'm very surprised that she's so poor. So I'm wondering, just because it's the second episode, what she's going to do with this character and what she's going to, because she's an accomplished actress. I know she has the skill,
Right.
but for some reason, I don't know. It's really bad, and I just want her to stop.
Right. I kind of agree with that. Like I said, she got her moments, but as a character, I'm not in love with her yet.
Yeah.
I say that she do got her moments. I'll give her that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, and because we are two bears who are interested in making sure that the Bears are highlighted. Shouts out to what's his name from That's So Raven, who played the little boy that got thrown through the window.
Right.
That's two thick dudes on 2 consecutive episodes. So let's chalk one up to Gotham.
Right. Well, this is okay. This is what I like about Batman. Most of the henchmen are going to be big dudes.
Yeah.
Because that's what they consider intimidating back in those times. Because Batman is kind of like in the 50s, kind of that kind of feeling where the hats, the suits, the what do you call them, gang. I'm trying to think of the name of it. Not Soprano. The Mafia. That's what I'm trying to say. The Mafia feel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the big dudes were the enforcers, and that's so prepare to see a lot more bears in these episodes. I hope.
So we'll see what's gonna happen next episode. I'm just waiting on Walking Dead. So I'm just waiting on Walking Dead. I'm biding my time with this Gotham foolishness till Walking Dead show up.
Right.
They better do something. I'm giving them a season. Now I am gonna push through to the end of the season because I got to give the writers time to hear feedback on the first few episodes.
Right.
And get back in there for the second half to make improvements. So I'm giving some time. I was way too excited about this show, and I want to stay excited. So
right. It just like the Agents of Shield. Like the first couple of episodes, people like, I don't think I'm gonna like, Agents of Shield, but it got better as it went along. So
it did. So did Arrow. Arrow was the same way. Arrow, and that's how I know that that's the process. At least with that show, and I'm assuming it's the process with Gotham. I hope it is.
Right.
That they wrote a bunch of episodes and then waited.
Right.
And then wrote more after they listened to people and heard from people. So hopefully things will be okay.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. So how would you rate this episode?
Oh, this one out of what, 5?
Out of 5.
I'll let you go first.
I give it a 2.5.
A 2.5. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. I'll give it a 2.5 as well. 2.5 stars is about half of what I wanted it to be, and half of what I just did not want it to be at all.
Right.
Yeah. Let me say this too. When I first heard about this show, long time ago,
right,
and they said it was going to be about Gordon, I was happy because what I envisioned and what I would have preferred is a show where each season, kind of like American Horror Story, which I don't watch. Sorry, everybody. I can hear all the moans and groans.
Right, gasping.
All of them. but I don't watch it. Um, we just lost viewers. Unsubscribe.
Right.
But I wanted it to be a separate contained unit highlighting one particular villain per season. Like the first season kind of walked me through the origin of the Penguin. The second season kind of walked me through the origin of Catwoman. Third season kind of walked me through, something else, and just kind of do it like that. And just like highlight Gordon's interactions pre-Batman. Because you can still include the whole, the Wayne's murder, but you can see it from different perspectives.
Right.
Kind of like maybe Lost did, something like that. I don't know.
Right.
I would have preferred that.
Right. In my opinion, I just hope they don't put too much. Just like you brought up Lost. When Lost first started, they had so much going on, and they couldn't finish it. Like, some things are left unanswered and stuff like that. So I hope it don't do the same thing for Gotham.
No, they could have finished Lost. They could have finished Lost. They dropped the ball on Lost. I will not excuse Damon Lindelof for that bullshit ending.
Right.
No, they didn't have too much going on because everybody was dealing with the same shit. They jumped the shark when they started time traveling, but I stuck in to the end because I wanted to know what was gonna happen and why it was happening, and then they fucked up, and they all ended up in this church that we don't even know if the church was real or not.
Right.
And I don't know. They need to do better.
Right.
Shouts out to the Blacklist for doing better. Okay.
Right.
Shouts out to Gang Related for doing better.
Right.
So thank you very much for good shows.
Right. Basically, what we're saying is Gotham, you competing with a lot of episodes and a lot of premieres.
That's right.
You need to step up. That's what we're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hoes on top model whipping their hair and are more interesting.
What?
Gotham was.
Right.
On this night. All right. Well, that's it for Gotham.
Right.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Peace.
All right. Bye, y'all.